Friends, today I'm going to show you how can you manage users in PowerShell. So let's start our Windows Server 2012 machine. I'm starting PowerShell over here. There are different commands which are used to manage users, like New-Aduser. This is the command which is used to create new users, and if you want to display the existing users, then you have the command get-aduser. You have the command set-aduser if you want to make any kind of changes to the user. You can also remove the users using remove-aduser command. Here I'm going to cover only the New-Aduser command. For the rest of the commands you have to refer for the different videos. So let's start creating user using New-Aduser command. You have to write New-Aduser, then the name of the user, like I want to create a user by the name Yashpal Pundir. What is the given name of the user you want to set? That is Yashpal. And what surname you want to set? That is suppose Pundir. This user has been created. So let's see whether this is really created or not. We have a command get-aduser, then filter, then star. It will display all the existing users. You're watching here, we have created this user Yashpal Pundir. But one thing you're watching here, it is enabled false, means this user is disabled. Actually there are two reasons we have not make it enabled. This is the first one. Second one is that we cannot make it enable until we have not set any password to it. So let's see how can we set a password to user. I'm creating a new user because this user has already been created. So I'm creating a new user by the name Rahul Singh. The given name is Rahul and the surname is Singh. So here I want to configure a password to this user. So for that we have a option that is account password. And we need to write some parameters of this function, that is read host the password should store in a secure form. So for that we have secured string. If I'll press enter here, it will ask for the password and will configure the password. But I want to make it enable also. So for that I need to write some extra parameters like pass through, pipe sign, enable AD account, right? So these extra parameters are only to make it enable. I'm pressing enter, it will ask for the password. I'm writing the password according to the restrictions of the domain. The user has been created. Let's see. So you're watching here, Rahul Singh is the user and this is enabled. Fine. You can configure, you can create bulk users also. So for that you need to create a CSV file. I already have a CSV file, I'm showing you that. that is in C drive, user data. So I have created this just for a demo purpose. So in the first line you have to write the I mean the captions, the properties of the users like name, given name, surname, and the SAM account name, and user principal name. So whatever parameters you want to configure, you write in the first row. The parameters I have taken here are the minimum required parameters. So in the below rows, the second, third, and so on rows, you have to write the values for the different users. So how many users you want to create, just write them in a separate row. So I want to create 3 users, user 1, user 2, and user 3. Fine. So let's see how can we do that. We have a command import CSV, and then the file with the location where it is stored. So that is in C drive, and file name is userdata.csv. You have to use pipe sign and New-Aduser command. Pass through parameter, pipe sign again. You have to configure the password also. If I press simply enter over here after New-Aduser, if I press enter over here like here, it will create all the users stored in CSV file, but the problem is that this will be disabled. So I want to make it enable also. I want to configure the password also. So I'm not pressing enter over here, I'm writing the extra parameters required to configure all those. So for that I'm using pass through, and then pipe sign, set AD account, AD account password, I want to reset the password. I'm using the keyword reset over here. Reason is that if you want to change the password, it generally asks for the old password, but if you are using a reset keyword, it will not ask for the old password. Then new password function, convert convert to secure string as plain text. What password, default password you want to configure for all the users right here. Implement it forcefully using force keyword, then pass through, and then enable AD account. Enable AD account. Fine. I'm pressing enter over here. That's all. So the users has been created. Just check whether all these user has been created or not. I have a command get User. So let's see, user 3 you're watching here, user 2 you're watching here, all these are enabled true. Fine. So this is the way to create a bulk users. That's all. Thank you.